Welcome to Mojoyminds.
If you look at the grand, brick-faced houses lining the canals of Amsterdam today, you are looking at a massive optical illusion. Every single building you see is actually floating, or rather, standing on an invisible forest. The soil beneath Amsterdam is not solid ground. It is a bottomless soup of soft mud and peat. To build even a single house, 17th century engineers had to drive thousands of wooden poles nearly 20 meters deep into the earth until they hit a solid layer of sand. Even the Royal Palace on Dam Square sits on exactly 13,659 wooden piles. But as you look closer, you'll notice something strange. The houses are crooked. They lean forward, they tilt to the left, and they squeeze against each other like weary travelers. This isn't just old age. It is a calculated dance between gravity, geography, and taxes. The story begins around the year 1270. Back then, this wasn't a global capital. It was a tiny fishing village at the mouth of the Amstel River. To protect themselves from the rising tides of the Zuiderzee, the villagers built a dam on the Amstel. This simple earthen wall gave the city its name, Amsterdam, and its primary purpose. Because the dam blocked the river, every boat carrying fish or grain had to stop, unload, and move its cargo to the other side. Amsterdam became a natural toll booth. By the 1500s, that small village had transformed into a bustling port, but the real explosion was yet to come. In the 17th century, Amsterdam became the warehouse of the world. This was the Dutch Golden Age, and the city was the heart of the first megacorporation in history, the Dutch East India Company. Ships returned from the Spice Islands and the Americas laden with cinnamon, silk, and gold. The city was bursting at the seams, and to solve the housing crisis, city leaders engineered a masterpiece known as the Canal Belt. They dug three massive, crescent-shaped canals: the Herengracht, the Keizersgracht, and the Prinsengracht. This wasn't just for beauty. These canals were the 17th century version of a multi-lane highway. Merchants could sail a ship from the ocean directly to the front door of their house, where a crane would hoist the goods into the attic for storage. If you've ever wondered why Amsterdam's houses are so incredibly thin, you have to look to the taxman. In the Golden Age, you weren't taxed on the height or depth of your house, but on its width. To save money, residents built pencil houses that were long, deep, and very tall. This created a major problem because the staircases were so narrow and steep that you couldn't fit a bed or a wardrobe up them. The solution is still visible today at the very top of any canal house gable, where you will see a massive iron hook. This was used to pulley furniture up the outside of the building. Furthermore, many houses were intentionally built with a forward lean to ensure that when you were hoisting heavy, expensive goods up to the attic, they wouldn't bang against the windows and break the glass. When you see a house leaning sideways today, the dancing houses, that is usually because the wooden poles underneath have started to shift in the mud after 4 centuries. But Amsterdam's history isn't just about wood and water. Because it was a city built entirely on trade, it became a city that couldn't afford to be narrow-minded. If you wanted to do business with the world, you had to welcome the world. It became a sanctuary for the persecuted, from Jewish philosophers like Spinoza to the pilgrims before they sailed for America. This spirit of commerce gave birth to a spirit of tolerance that still defines the city's open culture today. Amsterdam is a city that defies the laws of nature, a masterpiece of engineering that rose out of a swamp to become the center of the world. When you walk along the Prinsengracht, look up at those hooks and remember that you aren't just in a city. You're standing on top of an 800-year-old miracle.
Garantangi. Till the next video.